last time we discussed that we are all motivated to act because of this fact that we want happiness. So we make choices, variety of choices, various choices wherever we find happiness or think that we will find happiness, we are motivated to move towards that. Till now, because we were not graced by the Guru or we didn't have proper knowledge source, we were constantly trying to find happiness in the material world or material realm, so to say. But now, because we have Jagadguru Shri Kripaluji Maharaj and Swamiji who have guided us and given us this knowledge with which we can say that the true happiness lies in God, or God himself is happiness, Anando Brahmeti Vajanat, and because we are his part and the nature of the part is to unite with the whole, it tries to adapt to the qualities of the whole. So because God is happiness and we being his part always want happiness. Now whether we choose material world to find our happiness, then we will put all the efforts and it will go all in vain like ever. And if we understand that God is true happiness, and by realizing God we can be in true sense happy, then we will take the path of God realization or knowing God. We will move towards that path. Now we all want to know God, we want to have God realization, but in couplet number 33 we understood that we cannot know God, nobody can know God by his or her own intellect. This material mind, we cannot know God. Shri Maharaji said that samujha so shyāma ko, samujha saka nahiṁ koya, radhe radhe. In this couplet, Shri Maharaji said that samuj, O mind, understand the fact that nobody can know God with his or her own intellect. Now, okay, who cannot know God? We cannot know God from our material intellect. Yasya matam tasya matam matam yasana vedasa. That means that we cannot know God, but here in this shlok, it is being said that nobody can know God, that is a fact, but those who claim that they know God know nothing about God, because God cannot be known by your own intellect, by your own accord. So there is no way that you can say that you know God. Nobody can say that. So Veda says that yasya matam tasya matam matam yasya na vedasa. Those who feel that they know him not. Now Shri Krishna himself says, Vedaham samatitani vartamanani charjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu vedana kaschana. Shri Krishna says that mam tu vedana kaschana. I know everything, past, present, future, I know everything. I know about everybody, but nobody knows me. Mam tu vedana kaschana, I am beyond the intellect, nobody can know me. Shri Krishna himself is saying in Gita. And in Upanishad it is being said again and again that naishena tarkena matir apneya yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasaha. The material mind cannot grasp or comprehend God. Now you might think that okay, our intellect cannot know God, because our intellect is material and it is not that big of an intellect. But maybe the celestial God, the devatas, they are so much more intelligent than us. Maybe they can know God, maybe they know God. But to debunk that, Brahmaji is saying to Narad Muni in Bhagavatam, he is saying, now Brahmaji, the creator who created this universe, entire universe out of nothing. So how big his intellect might be, we can merely put guesses on that, but we cannot know that, we cannot fathom that concept itself, that without anything God, Brahmaji created the entire universe. Now that Brahmaji with that supreme intellect is saying to Naradji. Who is Narad? The supreme devotee of Shri Krishna. Now, what is the conversation going around between Brahmaji and Narad? Brahmaji is saying to Narad what? Nahiṁ nayuyam yaditam gatim vidur navam deva kimuta pare suraha. Brahmaji is saying to Naradji, Nahiṁ, I don't know God. Nayuyam, nor do you know God. Forget about we two, even Shankarji also don't know about God. Now me, the creator of the universe, Brahmaji don't know about God. Naradji, the supreme devotee, don't know about God. Shivji, who is the Vaishnavanam Agraganyam, Shivji don't know about God. Then devatas will know God. That is out of question. So, tanmayaya mohita buddhya svidam. Because of this maya, because of the maya of God Shri Krishna, everybody is bewildered by that, and nobody can know God in entirety with two essence. Nobody can know Him. Forget about human being, forget about devatas. Even Brahmaji is claiming that he doesn't know about God. Naradji, you also don't know about God, Brahmaji is saying, and Shivji also don't know about God. So, in the journey of knowing God, we have to know God, we have to realize God. God realization is our aim, because after realizing God only we can be truly, in true sense, happy. But here comes a big boulder that Brahmaji is saying that nobody can know God. Even Shri Krishna is saying, and Shivji is saying to Parvati ji in Ramayana that Rama atarkya buddhi manvani mat hamar as sunahi sayani. God cannot be analyzed by arguments or formulated by words, mind and intellect. He is beyond intellect, He is beyond mind, He is beyond any words. So, God whom even Shivji cannot know, even Parvati ji cannot know, Brahma ji, Narad ji, nobody knows. Even Valmiki ji is saying that Vidhi Hari Shambhu Nacha Vinihare. Vidhi Hari Shambhu, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, they cannot know God. Then who are we to say that okay, I will take a path of God realization, I will know God, and by knowing God only I can be happy. Now we are stuck. But in the Vedas only it is being mentioned that by knowing God only we can go beyond the shackles of Maya. Vedaham etam purusham mahantam aditya varnam tamasap parastat tameva viditvati mrityumeti nanya pantha vidyate yanaya. Upanishads is saying that God, by knowing that God only, one can be free of this cycle of birth and death. There is no other way. Nanya panthaya vidyate yanaya. Now, what to do? We are in like this confusion, in the state of confusion now. At one Ramayana and Bhagavatam, and everybody is stating that okay, you have to know God, by knowing God only you can go beyond the Maya. And then again that scripture is saying that nobody can know God. So, what to do? But we see that there are people who know God. We see saints, enlightened being, God realized being. We do see that there are many who have known God. God realized saints are there, the prime example. So how did they know Him? Because if we can know that secret, if we know that how did they come to know about Shri Krishna, God, then we can also think of taking that same path and then eventually know Him. Because if we cannot know God, if that was the last sentence that scriptures would have given us, then why even put any effort of taking the path of God realization and doing all sadhanas and all bhakti, and then at the end you are given the statement that okay, nobody can know God, so go back to your home. So that is not the case. There have been saints who have realized God, known Him and become God realized. So what is the secret of God realization? Shri Krishna again says that to know God, to know me, Shri Krishna is saying that with the divine intellect only you can know me, or with divine intellect only we can know God. So we need to have that divine intellect. With this material intellect we cannot know God, but divine intellect we can know God, because if we have divine intellect, then only we can understand the divine God. And how to get this divine intellect? Shri Krishna is saying that tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. If somebody exclusively is bhajatam priti purvakam, who is extremely devout to me and with immense love is devoted to me, is doing sadhana and remembering me, smarana, meditating on me, contemplating on me with immense love, then such devotee, what does Shri Krishna do? Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupayanti te. To such devotee I give divine wisdom, and with that divine wisdom, then that devotee will come to know about me. That devotee can know him. So these very concept that is being, the very conflicting concept that is being discussed in Vedas and all the scriptures, this gem of wisdom is so simply being defined, or is being given by Shri Maharaji in couplet number 32 and 33 to understand this vast concept